Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Lawrence, and today I'm going to show you how to speed up your 3D prints on any 3D printer just by tweaking a few simple slicer settings. Now, whether you're using a K1 Max or Bambu Labs, Elegoo, or really any other 3D printer, these tips will help you save a ton of time on your prints. So before we dive into the slicer settings, it's important to note that the adjustments you make will depend on the specific needs of your print. So if your print requires extra strength, some of these settings might not be ideal, but for most prints, these tweaks will work just fine. Alright, let's jump into the slicer software. So I'm using Orca Slicer, but you can apply these changes in any slicer, it really doesn't matter. Okay, so we're in Orca Slicer, and I loaded in here a camera cage for a Sony A5000. I'll include that down in the description, that way you guys can kind of play with the settings on this exact model that I'm showing you on. But again, this will apply to any model you input in here. You can do this, and it's just a matter of preference, honestly. If your 3D print needs to be super strong, then you know, I wouldn't do it. I'd leave it as it's supposed to be. If it doesn't need to be super strong, then you're good to go. So what I'm doing here is I'm resetting everything back to basic settings, and we're going to slice this. So let's slice it. Okay, look, standard print time is 1 hour and 56 minutes. If you look over here on the right here, and okay, that's with no mods whatsoever. So we're going to go back over here to the left right here where it says layer height. And that is 0.2 because we're running a 0.2 nozzle. We're going to change both of these, layer height and first layer, to 0.3. Okay, and watch what happens here. We were at 1 hour and 56 minutes, and now let's reslice it. Now that we made that simple change, now we're at 1 hour and 22 minutes. We knocked off 34 minutes just by going up a fraction of a millimeter, honestly, on the layer height. I mean, that is nothing, and it's easy little thing to do to save a lot of time. That's a lot of time on a print. It was almost 2 hours. Now it's down to 1 hour and 22, but that's not it. There is more that we can do, and let me show you that. It's all going to be right here on the left. So now if you go into the strength tab right here and go into infill, depending on what slicer you have, your tab might be different, but it's still going to come down to infill, right? And if you look right here where my pointer's at, the infill density, right? I don't like to go below 10% just because, I mean, you need something in there, but we're going to drop it down to 10, right? And then another thing that I've noticed that speeds up the print a lot is changing the pattern of the infill. So right here, it's crosshatch. If you go and change that to lightning, and let's see, another thing you can do, if you go up here to wall loops at the very top right here, just bump that down to 2, okay? And then you're going to go back over here and slice it. We were at 1 hour and 22 minutes. Let's see what this did for us. Okay, that knocked off another 11 minutes. That's 1 hour and 11 minutes right there. So that's about all you're going to get out of this without just totally degrading the whole print. And again, it's going to be a preference thing. So let's start taking away some stuff so you can kind of see what did what. So let's go ahead and reset the wall loops back to 3. And we're at 1 hour and 11 minutes. Let's see what it puts us at. 1 hour and 16 minutes. So the wall loops saved us 5 minutes, right? Okay. And let's put the density back at 15. But we're going to leave the infill pattern the same. Let's put that back at 15. And let's see, we're at 1 hour and 16 minutes. Let's see if we would have left it at 15, what it would have done. So let's reslice that. It's just 1 minute. So honestly, for 1 minute, and these are things that I look at, for 1 minute, I wouldn't change that. I wouldn't go down to 10, from 15 to 10 for 1 minute. Now, if it changed it a lot, yes, but 1 minute, no. And every print's different. The next print, it might knock off 5 minutes, you know, so you just have to check. I check all these every time. So let's take off lightning here, and let me show you. So we're at 117, and we're gonna go back to crosshatch 117. That's gonna put us back at the 122. So just the lightning alone, it gains you a few minutes. Everything gives you a few minutes. So you can play with your settings and see what you come across. All right, real quick. So for those of you who are new to the channel, you need to know about the giveaway that I'm doing. I'm giving away a Creality K1 Max 3D printer on August the 16th. So you need to be subscribed and you need to go to my giveaway video on my page and comment, stay ready. And that's all you have to do. You don't have to do anything. You don't even have to be present for the drawing. I'm not gonna get you on a technicality like other drawings do. And you just need to subscribe, comment, and you're in there. So I will announce the winner on August the 16th. And for everybody else, y'all go ahead and hit that like button. It helps out the channel a whole lot. In the meantime, I'm gonna be working on bringing you guys more content, cool tips and tricks, and I'm even trying to grab some more sponsors because I've already got 2. That way I can give you guys some more free shit. I hope this helps you out and you can print faster than you ever have before. I use it all the time, and like I said, it doesn't work on all prints, but for those prints that it does work on, it saves you a ton of time. So with that, I'm out of here, and as always, stay subscribed and stay ready to 3D print.